Hey y'all, my name is Brad Trexler and I'm the criminal defense attorney here at Matheson & Associates. Today we're going to go over what to do in the case that you get stopped and potentially investigated for a DWI or driving while impaired charge in North Carolina. Typically what's going to happen with these cases, you're going to be driving down the road, you're going to get pulled over by an officer, and they're going to come up to your window, give you a knock, and start asking you some questions. So that's what we're coming to as our first point here. When that officer comes to you and starts asking you questions, typically the first one's going to be, how much have you had to drink tonight? That is the point at which you want to invoke your right to counsel. Let the officer know, I'm not comfortable giving any answers without my attorney present. You have no responsibility to give any answers to those questions. What the officer is trying to do at this point is gain more evidence against you, and you do not need to answer those questions. The second thing that is likely to happen is they're going to ask you to complete SFSTs, or standardized field sobriety tests. This ranges from the horizontal gaze nystagmus test, where they track your eyes, like so, the walk and turn test, where they'll have you do 8 steps down an imaginary line and back, the one leg stand test, where they will have you balance on one leg, and many others. These are tests that, once again, you are wanting to decline. You have no need to do these tests. You have no responsibility to do these tests. You are absolutely free to decline them, and the only purpose of them is to get more evidence against you to create that charge of driving while impaired. The last point that we're going to get to is that the officer, if they do arrest you, is going to bring you back to the station and ask you to blow on a breathalyzer. This is the one exception of things that you want to say yes to when an officer is investigating you for DWI. And now, to be clear, this is not the breath test that they offer you at the scene, which is called a portable breath test. There is often times where you are stopped at the scene, they are still doing this investigation, have maybe done standardized field sobriety tests, answered some questions, and offer you a portable breath test at the scene. That is not one that you need to take. You are free to decline that. But if you are ultimately arrested and brought back into custody and asked to blow on a breathalyzer, that is one thing that you want to do. And that is because North Carolina is what's called an implied consent state. By getting a license in North Carolina, you are impliedly consenting to take this test if you are ever asked to. If you do not, you will automatically receive a license suspension and revocation. In terms of making sure that you can use the information that I've given you today going forward, feel free to come by Matheson & Associates, pick up a copy of my card. We put all of this exact information that I'm giving you right now right in a small little square on the back of it. Keep it in your pocket, keep it in your wallet in case you ever get stopped. All your rights are protected. If you have any further questions, give us a